there are a couple of things that I would like to get off my chest. And usually when Grim gets things off of his chest, it's usually not a good thing. As you notice that Grim's been gone for a few days, which I think it was much needed some rest. The little that I could get after all the haunting images, all the bullshit that I've been going through with Mr. Randy King. But there are some issues that need to be addressed here in CPW. And it pertains to the future of CPW, you see. The one thing that everyone needs to understand is that Grim is going to be your next World Heavyweight Champion. It doesn't matter who wins the match between Mr. Little Licky and Big T. It doesn't matter, because I am what's next. I will be taking home that gold, because that is where it belongs. It belongs in the fucking carnival. You see, Grim has worked his whole life to get where he's at. Going through all the bullshit at fucking St. Bernadette's Hospital, going through his mother, tormenting, and just putting all the fucked up things in his head. It's time for a change. Because I can promise you, once that title comes home with me, it will not leave the carnival for a very, very long time. My next issue is back to our CEO and how he's going to take my head off like hot butter. Mr. CEO, may I remind you that I fear nothing. I don't fear you. I don't fear your power. I don't follow your powers, you see. Because you think that all these other people, they can sit there and they can allow you to boss them around to do what you please. But Grim, no. Grim does as he wants, and it will always be that way. I run this shit, either you like it or not. This big red nose right here, this one right here, the one that just goes boop boop, it is the one that runs CPW. The one that all the members of the roster fear, starting from Sonny Lucas all the way up to Big T. They all fear Grim. So, don't be surprised what you see in the oncoming weeks, because I'm not finished with what I started. Mr. King was only a simple plan. Everything else will work its way out, and if it means me and you having some playtime, I'm looking forward to it. So, next on the agenda here, you see, it seems like Grim's got a couple of things coming here. And one of the things that I brought up, and I'm hoping that maybe management will maybe approve it, because it seems that John Walton likes what Grim does. Maybe, just maybe, one of our many uppers might see this. Maybe I can make my way into their office and persuade them a little bit more. I'm proposing that three-way match between myself, the Hitman, and Officer Klein, Mr. Piggy, for the United States Championship. You know, Mr. Piggy may have beaten Grim once, but that's because of the help of his little butt buddy patrol. I want him taken out. Because if there's something that I do not like, other than the CEO of this place, it's Mr. Piggy. I do not like cops. I don't like authority, because of what authority has done to me in my life. I will be the United States Champion. After I hold that title, that's when I'll go for the big one and finish it. Because that contract, that very contract that I hold, that guarantees me a match for the CPW World Heavyweight Champion. So how would it look? How would it look? It would look so nice having both those titles around my waist, around my shoulders, holding both of them with pride. I think that's why Mr. Piggy avoids all this. So, maybe we could even make it a four-way match. That sounds like fun too. We could involve Mr. Piggy, Sonny Lucas, and reckless. That's right, reckless. I would say the slave master, but he might throw out his back. So, other than that, there is one final thing I will say, and that is the involvement of Miss Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth. The one thing that I will set straight is that if she wishes to stay at the carnival, that's her fuel. The carnival has done some pretty fucked up things. You can see how Grim turned out. But does it mean that Grim cares? No. That is her soul. That is her pride. If that's what she chooses for her life, that is her own. So, if she decides to get jumped, that's her thing. I could care less about all that. I care about one person, and that's me. If that's something that my mother did teach me, was to defend from my own self, I shall not harness anyone else. I shall not defend anyone else. I do as I do, and I do as I please. So if I decide to do something, I do it. So for now, kiddos, I think it's time to get ready for my match this evening, but I figured I would post this light message to the locker room here. So, I'll see you later.